afternoon. It gives me great pleasure to introduce to our viewers this afternoon the one and only Patrick Hamilton, the man who will be receiving a presidential award at this year's U.S. Cricket Hall of Fame event that takes place on October the 3rd via Zoom. This year, because of the COVID-19 pandemic, the event, which is normally carried live on MAQ TV, will again be live on MAQ TV, but the format would be on the Zoom format. And that takes place on the 3rd, as I said, of October. And Patrick Hamilton will be a very proud man that afternoon because he'll be receiving a presidential award from the good guys at the U.S. Cricket Hall of Fame. Just to remind our viewers that the entire event will be sponsored by the Cricket Council USA and the MAQ TV under the guidance of Mohammed Qureshi. Good afternoon, Patrick. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you.
And I want to say congratulations immediately on you having attained an award, which will be called the Presidential Award, and you're going to receive that on October the 3rd. Tell me, how does that make you feel?
Well, I'm elated. You know, it's been a long year of activities. I was in Florida twice last year before this pandemic broke out. So I did the work there, going various places in Florida, from as far as Port St. Lucie all the way down to Miami, meeting and talking to, you know, various club officials.
And which area of the United States you reside?
I reside in Hartford, Connecticut, the home of the U.S. Cricket Hall of Fame, yes.
Right. And how has the coronavirus treated you guys up in that neck of the woods?
Well, we are coming out of it now. There are activities, you know, being played. Not many cricket. There are guys practicing in the park, but you know, they're coming out. People are anxious, but you know, we're coming out. We're Connecticut is not that bad right at this stage.
So you basically you flatten the curve, so to speak.
Well, that invisible curve, I was told. I'm still looking for you know, the invisible war. So we were told that it has been flattened. Yes.
But tell me, your involvement in cricket will go quite a way back. Give me an idea as to your involvement in cricket. When did you start, and things like that?
Okay, I came here as a teenager from Kingston, Jamaica. I came from the same school as Michael Holden. He was ahead of me. So I played for my Kingston College, a famous boys' school in Jamaica. I represented them at the junior level. And so when I came, I migrated here in 70. I came as a seasoned cricketer. So I joined the Sportsman Club in 71. And I played for them for about 25 years. And we were a successful team. We won championship. We toured England. We toured Jamaica. We toured Canada a number of times. So it was a rich cricket experience. One of the highlights I had is playing against India in 1983 in Keene Park. Gavaskar was in that game, and Roger Binney. He got me out. And back then, the players, the Indian players, were not superstars, so they were close to the community. I remember Roger Binney came to my house after the game and changed. So you know, those guys were quite personable. So my club started. I joined in 71. The club was started in 1963, and then I was part of that Cricket Hall of Fame. The first induction, I was a part of that as working on the committee. So on and off since 1981, I've been working closely with the Cricket Hall of Fame, and before that with the Sportsman Club. So I have a wide cricket influence.
Well, so what's your involvement these days with the cricket?
Okay, I'm the sports coordinator for the Sportsman Club, the sponsoring organization of the Cricket Hall of Fame. So being the sports coordinator, it's wide. It's wide as getting involved with the Cricket Hall of Fame committee, planning games for the season. And right now, I'm working very hard to try to get cricket into the schools. I am a teacher myself. I teach in one of the public schools in town in Hartford. So the next advancement for me is try to see about getting the schools involved, and we think this next year we'll be able to do that. So I'm involved with the youth. I'm involved with the Cricket Hall of Fame, with the legends involved, and I'm involved, at all levels.
Well, you're a good man to give me your views on this now. Are you happy with the way cricket is being run in America?
When I played as a teenager, we didn't have as many players. So I know from 50 years ago, there are much more cricket being played right now. So the caliber, though, it doesn't seem to have the quality. Doesn't seem to have improved so much. But cricket, I see people playing cricket on concrete and all over all over town. The competition, I'm not too keenly aware, but it's I'm pleased. Last year I was at the U.S. Open. I think I saw you there in Florida.
Yeah.
So that's all these things are new to me. When I played the game, we didn't have a stadium to play in. So there's improvement.
Right. So yes, you were at U.S. Open, and what are your thoughts on the U.S. Open T20 tournament?
I'm pleased. I was there for about all 4 days. Good cricket. I was at that stadium. I was pleased. The crowd, though, I'm disappointed in that there were more players who are spectators than just natural fans. But I was pleased, with the competition. I've always heard about it, but I didn't have a chance to go this year.
So you're pleased with what you saw?
Yes.
What about the level of competition that you saw down there?
Well, there were some good players. I mean, I recognize Powell, the former West Indian player, and there were Indians and some Pakistanis who were seemingly first-class cricketers. I was pleased. I was pleased.
Do you know the chairman of Cricket Council USA, Mohammed Qureshi? Have you ever met him?
Oh, several times. I came up to Hartford. He's a friend of the Hall of Fame, so I've met him. I chauffeured him once he came up to Keeley Park and he wanted to go downtown. So I chauffeured him. I showed him around. So I've met him a number of times. I was at the awards that they have. Was it 20 years award?
Yep.
I was there also.
20th anniversary.
Right. I was part of that. I represented the Cricket Hall of Fame, so I know Mr. Qureshi quite.
What are your thoughts on Mr. Qureshi?
He's a hard worker, and he's a very passionate worker. He has helped the organization, the Cricket Hall of Fame, just giving us that publicity and always being there. I know the chairman of the Hall of Fame, Mr. Chambers, and him work very closely, and the energy just, when we have our meetings on Wednesday and he mentioned Mr. Qureshi's name, the energy of the meeting is just heightened, because we know about Mr. Qureshi's long reach.
Yes, and of course he is a cricket lover extraordinaire. I see these days he's also playing cricket in the South Florida. He's actually started to reintroduce cricket after the COVID. Kudos to him and the guys at Cricket Council USA. Moving forward, though, do you think Mr. Qureshi should play a bigger hand in the administration of U.S. cricket?
Yes, I mean, he's so enthusiastic. So they say you shouldn't stop enthusiasm. So, I mean, he goes. Yes, I believe so.
And of course, Michael Chambers. A word on Michael Chambers?
Oh, he has been my mentor. I've known Michael Chambers ever since I played for the Sportsman Club. He was a magnificent cricketer, hit the ball very hard during his time. And I was the wicketkeeper, open bats for that team. So Mike was played first slip. So the way he talks now, he talks just like that on the field. But yeah, he's wise, and he made me a better cricketer. He's a little older than I am, so the maturing that resulted from me, Mike was just very responsible for that.
Well, I know these days he's very busy working to see if he can get Dave Cameron elected as ICC chairman. He
Yeah,
has
but
been
we're aware
trying.
of that. We're aware of that.
Yes. Do you agree with that?
Yes, sir. I mean, Dave, I met him on a few occasions, and he is very knowledgeable. He's a shrewd businessman, and I know the passion, his passion, and I wish him well.
Well, Patrick, I want to wish you well, you and your family, as we lead up to this wonderful event this year. I want to thank you for joining us on the MAQ TV today and to urge you to continue supporting cricket and continue doing your part for the next generation.
Thank you.
Well, you've heard it there from Patrick Hamilton, and he'll be receiving the Presidential Award this year at the U.S. Cricket Hall of Fame. Keep viewing MAQ TV as we continue to bring you all the cricket entertainment during this pandemic. Good afternoon.